Bethesda's French social media channels just posted a new Todd Howard interview. Hey Vault Dwellers, JV here, and today we're discussing the new interview for Fallout 76. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more Fallout 76 videos just like this. Since the only copy I have as I'm recording this video is in French, my wonderful girlfriend Jules has translated the questions for us. And due to a few things that are said, I actually think this interview was recorded right around or just after E3. I'll explain once we get there, but let's jump in. This first question is, what's your favorite part of Fallout 76?
My personal favorite part of Fallout 76 is all of the things that I don't expect the players to do that they then do when they create their own fun. At the office, Ashley Chang, who's the studio director in Maryland, he builds his camp with a tuba, and he plays a tuba in the middle of the road and sets up all of these secret turrets in the woods that people can't see, and he's just trying to attract people to him by playing this tuba. And that's not something we designed, but every time I see him out there playing the tuba, I think it's hilarious.
So Todd's favorite thing about the game is that players can make their own fun by coming up with creative ways to play their game, and he cites an example that I think we heard either out of E3 or QuakeCon, that the studio director actually set up a tuba trap with turrets to kill players. So this is going to be something interesting, I think, in the game with so many elements. It's an online live game where there's constantly people on the server, so many different tools to play around with, especially when you can create your own settlements and create defenses. I'm sure there are a lot of things we're going to be able to play around with in this game. The next question is, did the opinions of players impact the way the game was developed?
Every game that we do, we are taking all of the feedback that we've gotten from our fans, which are amazing, and they give it all to us, whether it's good, bad, whatever. That's what makes us better developers. And so reading all that feedback from our previous games, what they already think about Fallout 76, really informs what we're doing, what we do in the future.
So in essence, yes, Todd's saying yes, they definitely take in player feedback. This is an interesting one for me because a lot of the player feedback, at least from the hardcore community, was that they didn't really like building. However, I think the larger Fallout audience, the broader audience of people, loved the crafting, loved the building, and obviously that made its way into Fallout 76 in a big way. And I like how it ties into the gameplay. I think camp is going to be an integral part of the game, and so I'm just kind of buying it. I'm all in, and it sounds like Todd and the team are going to be looking at player feedback for this online game moving forward. That's how an online game is going to exist: its ability to adapt and its ability to deliver new content on a regular basis. The next question is, how many people actually worked on Fallout 76?
Fallout 76 is by far the largest project that we've ever done. It encompasses parts of the studio in Maryland, Austin, Montreal for Bethesda Game Studios, as well as we're getting a lot of help from other parts of Bethesda. Some of the great folks at id Software, Arcane, ZeniMax Online, and so it really is a huge undertaking, not just for us, but all parts of Bethesda.
I'm not sure we knew this previously. This game has been worked on by, it sounds like 7, 8 different offices, which is kind of crazy. It's really all hands on deck for something. You can really tell the undertaking, the under the hood, behind the scenes work that has gone into this game has been tremendous. Also notice how he doesn't mention Bethesda Game Studios Dallas. I think this was recorded before that was announced at QuakeCon. The next question is, the game comes out in 4 months, what's left to do?
So even though the release date is coming up, there's still so much to do. Our games usually at this point have a lot of systems that are working, but we haven't really gelled them all together really the way the end users see it. And so we're in that phase right now where we're tuning and tweaking and making things more important, making other things less important, and making sure it's as solid as it can be when it comes out to everybody.
So the phase of the game that Todd is describing is beta, where the game is feature complete. Everything that, major stuff that they plan to be in the game is already in the game. Now they just need to gel everything together and kind of apply the glue, make sure everything works together, and then all the balancing and tuning. We've also heard from Pete Hines that they've been doing very small beta, like NDA testing for months. And so I think that's also what this phase, when this was recorded. Obviously, the question is, the game comes out in 4 months, which is clearly not true. It's October 2nd. Game comes out next month. We have the pre-order beta coming out later this month. So again, I believe this was recorded months ago. The final question is, tell us how you see the future of Fallout 76 for 2019 and beyond.
One of the things that we really like about Fallout 76 is that we've built it that we can support it on a month-to-month and week-to-week basis. So our plan is, this is a game, and we know based on our previous games that people are going to play literally for years. So it's something we're going to keep updating, and the way the whole system is built, connected, we can add things the players like more of, change parts of the game, and that part is really, really exciting for us, that we have the game that we're launching, but then we also have the game that it's going to be a year from now and 2 years from now, and we're going to do that with the community, so that makes it extra great.
I think the core of what Todd is saying is that this game is malleable. This is going to change. It's going to evolve into the future. It's online, it's live service, it's built from the ground up to support these changes in weeks and months. So I like that phrase he used, because in Fallout 4, as you guys know, we would have monthly patches. These were big changes that a lot of you cared about. Those are some of my most viewed videos throughout Fallout 4, was the big patch notes videos. People care about how these games change. My sincere hope is that Bethesda have built this game from the ground up to support very quick changes. If something is very wrong, if they implemented something and need to roll it back, they have those systems in place like other live service games in the industry right now, so they can fix them and we can have weekly updates to this game that we'll be playing for years to come. Even though I think it's pretty clear this is an older interview, I still love hearing these insights from Todd. I mean, this is the mastermind. Obviously, video games are a collaborative industry, so a lot of people are working on this stuff, but the higher level, those big decisions, this is the guy who's making them. So it's always important to hear from him and hear his perspective. So yeah, guys, super excited. I hope we get a lot more from Bethesda's social media channels throughout this week. Again, there is an event going on in West Virginia for press, so I will be covering everything that comes out of it. Stay tuned to my channel for that. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. In the comment section, tell me what you want to see from this week's event. Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed the video, remember to subscribe and hit the bell for more Fallout 76 content, like my last video where we discuss new gameplay coming soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.